Hello, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more Stalker Gamma. Playing as a mercenary in the Great Swamps area. And we're gonna crawl out of our little hidey hole here. And we're gonna try and sneak up on that guy. Problem being, I know the enemy can see through bushes. Way better than I can. But I think I should be able to sneak up to him. Okay. Did you see him? Because I didn't. Yeah, just straight through the bushes. I mean, he's shooting straight through the bushes. This is why I hate the Great Swamps. It's a terrible place. If that grenade actually got him... It did. Or it killed the boar. But I'm gonna assume it was the grenade, because, well, that fits my narrative a little bit better. Of me being a tactical genius. The likes of which the world has never seen. Oh, really, Juggernaut? Is that what you are? Listen, I'm prone and also owed a little bit of exaggeration at this stage, I feel like. Oh, God. It's not even the entirety of the Great Swamps, it's this particular place. I despise this particular place. I think it's the absolute worst. But at any rate, let's head this way. And in fact, let's head this way with the pistol out, because... got maybe a little bit more ammo for it, given the stopping power and everything, but also I expect to find more mutants than humans this way after I've dealt with the renegades. These guys are also going to be considered mutants for the purposes of that sentence. Oh, a SIG SG-550. It's completely broken, but... great gun. Also... puts the full power of this weapon on display, honestly. I mean... fracking amazing, this, right? Okay, next task is going to be right over there. So I'm just going to get my feet wet a little bit. I'm going to cross the small little pond, and visibility on the road's a little bit better, so I'm not that worried. Okay, I'm not... oh, there it is. Well, something killed the two cats, and I'm very anxious about looting them. Because whatever killed them might come after me. But I'm also a loot goblin, so... I'm just gonna pick all of it up and maybe back off a bit towards the road, towards the clearing. I can see something coming. Okay, next stop, the dock up there, I think. We have to go see the dock. We have to make some sort of real progress here. Although, do we? We could go to the Clear Sky base. Yeah, we're going to the Clear Sky base instead. Because I imagine that once I get to the Clear Sky base, they're going to have some jobs for me. And those jobs are inevitably going to be in this area. So we can take a minute to rest, visit them at the Great Swamp, visit their base at the Great Swamps, put a backpack down, so we can travel between here and Dead City if need be. I'm not sure if the guide lets me travel to Dead City or not. I think he can just lead me to Rostock or whatever. But that's not a big problem either. Or is it Cordon? I know he can lead me to places around the Great Swamps, but... quiet little bastard. Now I'm stuck wondering if there's more. Probably not, right? Probably not, he says to himself. Okay, who's in control of... Clear Sky's in control of the pumping station. Okay, good. This is the pumping station, right? That's what it's called? I seem to remember this being... oh, sorry, the pump station. Yeah, well, it's the same difference. Really. Zdarov, got him for you. Oh yeah. Oh boy, is there more. That? honest to God, okay? As the Lord is my witness, a part of me genuinely believed that was two chimeras riding one on top of the other, running towards us. Because that's kind of what it looked like, but apparently we're being beset by mutants on the sides. There goes most of my hollow point ammo. In fact, if we're going to be honest about it, there goes most of my ammo, period. But at least we're going to get some parts out of this. And they can be relatively useful. Although, not that many. Given everything, right? And now, hello, how's it going? Members of Clear Sky. Don't mind, I'm going to look around for some loose loot. You may have left around. And I will be on my way to your base, pretty much. There's no reason to stay at the pumping station. There's not much here. Although, from what I understand, this place used to be, and slash still is, used to provide water to the main base over there, right? Via some underground pipes or something. I seem to have a vague recollection of that being its main purpose. Anywho. Is that a... That is a corpse of a monolith soldier. Or a fighter, I think I generally prefer to call them, because they're not soldiers, really. That is a corpse of another. Of the exact same. That's Clear Sky, yeah. Okay, so I reckon if they control the outpost tower in front of their base, they probably control the little fishing hamlet as well. Although I will be tactical and careful about that assumption. Remember, you are friendly towards bandits. Just going to make things a little bit awkward around here. Yeah, я убрал. Деть. Let me put my weapon away. Realize I must have probably scared the living Christ out of him. Oh, something I gotta do. This, I need to add this to the wheel. To the quick use wheel, because that drug is, A, it's very useful because it will heal all of your body parts. It'll provide permanent healing, not temporary healing, to all of your body parts. Head, arms, legs, and everything. The downside of it is that it will make you, well, it will knock you out, right? It will knock you unconscious. However, I've also heard that this same drug can be used to survive psi storms and missions. I'm not sure if that's true. I would rather not test that because, well, right? I mean, I feel like I really don't need to explain why I would rather not test that. But, a part of me sort of thinks that, it makes sense. There was a drug back in the day that let you do that, and this could be just another version of it. The only issue is I'm not sure if this lets you survive just psi storms, or just emissions, or both. And so that's a slight issue, right? Really? Yeah, I know how to deal with this. You can also hear some music playing in the background, and I would rather not have that. .357 Magnum, ladies and gentlemen. The greatest caliber known to mankind. At least for the zone. But genuinely had no idea that this this base had loners roaming around it. I mean, fair enough, you can find roamers, you can find loners pretty much anywhere. It's just that I thought I'd be safe here against them. Kind of like in the Freedom Base, right? In the Freedom Base, you will never find a loner. Despite the fact that the two are friendly towards each other, Freedom and loners, I mean. But, yeah. Okay, well, at any rate, hello and welcome. Do you have any special assignments for me? Set up a scanning device in the Archaeanomaly. The one south of the Western Watchtower, but now I need to collect all the anomalous activity measurements we're looking for. Need to bring it back here. Sure, I'll do it. I'll do it. You have any work? Scientists need a guide. No, sorry. Not in the business of escorting scientists. Let's see. Can I buy something off you? I can buy a backpack. I will do that. Oh, did I... I'll explain. I had to reload. Because I was testing something out with the... it doesn't matter. I was testing something out, and I had to reload, and I forgot to remake the improved backpack previously, right? Which I believe I did make, unless that was on a different character. In which case, forget I said anything. But I'm pretty sure I made that on this character. Yeah. Whoops. I suppose. I kind of don't want to sell anything, as stupid as that might seem. Like, I want to sell the bracelet, because I don't think I'm ever going to be using it. Psych-cap, sonic resistance. It's not bad. But it's not great, so I'm going to be selling that. The rest of these things, I reckon I want to keep all of them, to be honest. Right, you can take the suppressor, it's not that important. You can also probably take some of the ammunition. Although, which one is a bit... Yeah, there you go. Because I need some money, you know, like it's all fine and well to say I'm going to collect everything and bring it back to base, but I need some money in order to be able to travel from here to there and things like that. Stimpaks. What about this? You know what? You can have both of these. Well, actually, you can have all 4 of these. And then that's it, I think. So that's 4,000 rubles in exchange for 220. Not terrible. But can I not? Yeah, there you go. Let me climb up the thing. Even though there's perfectly good stairs just around there. Yeah. I don't want to put my weapon away, but I don't really feel safe here. Hi.
Здравствуй, здравствуй.
Is there anything I can do for Clear Sky? Reassigned, yes, there is. So, you know, we've regained some control over our little corner of the swamp. Even so, our manpower leaves a lot to be desired. Anomalous activity is down. Normally, that'd be a good thing, but instead the swamp's crawling with bandits and renegades, looking for an easy work. Thanks to those shitheads, we're losing territory, giving up position after position. We're boxed in on our medical resources. Those renegades in particular never let up. Clear the pumping station of renegades. I was just at the pumping station. No problem, I'll take care of it. I will take care of it. Is there anything else you need? Investigate the place during like House of Horrors. No, thank you. No, thank you. Maybe with the Chimera Hunter shotgun. That would be, you know, see if it lives up to its name and everything. That would be cool. But other than that, no. You need 4 antidotes. You know what? You can have it. Where's my reward? Oh, sorry, I need to actually give you the antidotes. Right. 4 antidotes, there you go. That was it. I now need to buy like 2 of them off you. Which sounds a bit weird, but you'll get over it, I swear. It's how the economy here works. And then is there anything else you need? No, that's it. Okay. Fair enough. No music, stop. Okay, I got the radios of the zone to stop playing. It took a little bit of work. Sorry about that. Yeah. You know when I said I was experimenting with things, that was one of the things I was experimenting with, and I had to reload back, and I was also experimenting with the hostility of factions. Namely, I was checking whether Freedom is still angry with me, or whether they'll be permanently angry with me or not, so I know what to expect and how to do things going forward, and sorry, and so on and so forth. Yeah. That's the only reason. Genka, hi. Why are you standing here? I would like to use your services. Where can you actually take me? You can take me to Agroprom, Rookie Village, the Machine Yard, the Old Church, the Pump Station, the Observation Post, and the bar. Going to the bar would be really funny. Just a mercenary shows up in the bar, and I reckon most people there wouldn't have a problem with me. Except for all the loners and the duty teams stationed nearby. They would have a field day, I guess, with me. But even though this place can accept loners, and you can find some around here, I think this place up here, like, maybe like, I'm looking at the map because I need to be a little bit away from the important character. Maybe like here. Create a stash and say, Clear Sky Outpost. Right, because, I mean, first of all, it's a beautiful looking upstairs area that nobody's using, right? There's a bed, there's a clock, there's a desk, and then on top of that, look at this over here. You get, like, some more beds, you get a computer, which is, you know, some are going to say this is a blue screen of death. No, this is actually your BIOS, but it's a very old computer, and I remember these fondly, I really do. And then I think there's some sort of medical equipment or something, combined with the largest cobweb network I've seen in my, or rather, not the largest maybe, but the thickest I have seen in my life. And kind of cool propaganda poster with this guy. But anywho, we're done here. I reckon I can now open up my PDA. Just kind of running low on batteries, just for the record. We can open up this taskbar and see. So, deliver the package to a mercenary in Dead City. Easy, we're going there anyway. Well, we're going there soon, at least. Eliminate the bandits in the Great Swamp at the fishery. Now, I can't eliminate the bandits, they're friendly towards me, but eliminate some other things for you. Nocturnal predator in the Great Swamp northeast of the fishery. We can do that. As far as investigate that, scientists in the camp experience needly keep them alive until they get to their destination. Sorry, no, not really. Anomalous study. Take my device and go there and take measurements for me. I'll pay for your trouble. Measurement task in the Great Swamps. Never done one of those. Anomalous measurement device received. Sure. Sure, we can try. And then there's probably going to be a few of these tasks that I can help with. Actually, none. Alright. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. Like, these guys are going to have a couple of tasks for me. And I can help them out with these tasks. Unfortunately for me... whoops. I've got about 17,000. Oh, by the way... Unfavorite this. If I can unfavorite everything, that would be lovely, but I can't. One of the stalkers that I killed that was next to the radio blaring copyrighted music, which I had to turn off, had this. An SVD. Now, as you can see, the SVD, if we're to field strip it and remove everything, is completely busted. Like, it might as well not have any of the parts, except the barrel. And you may or may not be aware, the barrel is the only important part, because everything else can be exchanged very easily. The barrel is the only thing that's a little bit more difficult to exchange. And this is very good. I mean, 7.62 x 54 is a serious caliber. It does 62 damage, AP 30. This is with 7N1 rounds. Like, this is good, don't get me wrong. This is pretty bloody good. But on an SVD, it's even better. I wouldn't use this on a... How do I put this? I wouldn't use this type of round on a Remington 700 that's chambered in 7.62 NATO. Because it's a bolt-action rifle, you take one shot, and then the time it takes for you to work the action, reacquire your target, it's a little bit too long. Sorry, I had to take my medication. Because as you're sort of shooting, you realize why bolt-action sniper rifles are a little bit not great at medium range, right? And something like an SVD, whilst it might, yeah, I mean, it even says it here, right? Precision is good, but not exceptional. Has an effective range of up to 800 meters. You're not going to be firing above 800 meters in the zone, first and foremost. Second of all, this good precision can be enhanced by, you know, further upgrading the rifle, leaving you with a semi-automatic sniper that's not great at killing everything in one shot. Matter of fact, can't do it, but is ridiculously good at follow-up shots. And sometimes that's better than having a sniper rifle round which does like 5,000 damage. Because even those sometimes can just nick the target and the target survives. You know, you never know. It catches a leaf, it catches something in between you and the target or whatever, and it doesn't do the full damage, and yeah, yada yada yada, right? And so the SVD, in that sense, is well and truly a phenomenal weapon. Like, well and truly phenomenal. The only slight problem with this SVD is that it's completely busted, right? That is, it's a slight hiccup in my plans to otherwise use the SVD, but you know what? We'll still use it eventually. We'll get there. Now, the can of tuna that I just ate hasn't really solved any of my problems, apparently. I need to go back and grab some ammunition. That's what I need to do first and foremost. And then we're going to investigate that mutant. By the way, feel like... Привет. I feel like I should explain something. In Stalker Anomaly, in Stalker Gamma, and all other versions of Stalker that have the A-Life system, and generally that are like this, there is a problem. Yes, there is a significant problem, actually. That significant problem being, a lot of the tasks that you pick up will sometimes fail, but most of the time be completed automatically. And that just happened, and I'm trying to not draw attention to it, but this time I will, just to explain to you the situation if you're new to the series and to the game. We got a task to clear out a mutant that was here. However, as you saw, there was a group of Clear Sky guys on top of this tower. Which means, when the task spawned a mutant in the vicinity of the tower, the Clear Sky guys that were on top of it had a clear line of sight and just shot the mutant. I have offline combat, which means combat which is far away from you. So, for example, in other parts of the zone, I have it completely turned off. I have combat that is far away from you in the sense of the other side of the swamp. I have that turned off as well. So, for example, if you take a look at the pumping station, it's far enough away to where nothing will spawn near it, or around it, or fight in its vicinity, that this task will stay. However, this one was really close. And so everything was spawned, everything was already there, and the task just finished itself. The way I do this is I roleplay around it, and this is the only time I'm going to address this. I roleplay around it by going to the place where I was supposed to go, clearing it out and saying, right, well, I guess the mutant wasn't here, or I guess it died, and I go back and report, and I technically have done my job. The mutant isn't there and it's dead, right? I didn't kill it, but I was paid to remove the mutant from the area. The mutant is no longer in the area, ergo, I have brought that information, and I am due a reward. So, there's literally nothing else you can do. I have turned on offline combat, I have turned up the exclusion zone for stuff like that to the maximum. There's nothing I can do. There's literally nothing I can do other than that, so, you know, there you go. Alright, we're going to sell the excess parts that are broken that we don't need. And then I need to buy something, I think. No, I don't. No, I don't have this already. Yeah, so I need to buy... Well, a survivor guide would be not bad. These things I've read already. This, Electronics Handbook Volume 2, this is what I need to buy. Fundamental Upgrades Volume 2, I need that as well. Survival Guide Level 3, I need that as well. That is going to be like 19,000 rubles, I do not have that much money. Yikes. Okay, give me just this. 10,000, thank you.
Запомни, хороший стрелок тот, у которого ствол говорит только по делу.
Yeah, it'll essentially let me craft a better version of the PDA and a better version of this, I think, scanner, and those are both very, very useful. So, we now need to go over to the bar over here, the bar area, because I need to buy some breakfast.
Привет.
Привет. Whose pseudodog is that? It's Doc's pseudodog. It's not where you'd expect it to be. Just gonna turn that in really quickly because I need the money, honestly. You can have the mutant parts, honestly. Like I said, I prefer to keep hold of these, but I need a little bit more money. Because I would like an MRE and some water. Yeah. Now, the MRE is expensive, but it will completely eliminate my hunger, and it'll bypass the whole we need to stop and eat every few minutes or so problem that I'm having. I'm going to use the heavier canteen water, because I'm going to get rid of it. I'll drag it around with me. And with 105 rounds of this and 20 rounds of this, we are off. Not the most amount of ammunition I would like, but better than nothing, I suppose. And we do need to see the doctor as well. Seeing the doctor will be... I was going to say maybe not. Definitely not the first thing we do, but... It's going to be up there. Okay, the bandits have left.
Привет, Сталкер! Что скажешь?
Скажем, что... Ну, ничего. Never mind. Yeah. Oh, he did shoot one of your mates, did he? Okay, and in that case, I'm not defending what you've done, but I'm saying I get it. There's the Kar 98 here with a good barrel. Again, no. Prefer the SVD, sorry. Bit... I don't know how to put it, it's a bit outdated and then some, right? But at any rate, I'm hoping I can maybe see the mutant that they shot in the area. It's supposed to be around here. See if I can climb up here just for a second and maybe spot it. No, don't really see it. Okay. We're off to do one of the most challenging things in the Great Swamps, and that is to clear that pumping station. The reason it's challenging is because it's usually chock full of people. I'd have a much easier time clearing it with someone rather than alone. But... yeah. So, as you can see, 1, 2, 3 renegades that I can see from here. 4, there's another one in the back. And at this point, I'd love to have this SVD and just take them all out from here. But I do not have that. And so I will have to make do with something else. First and foremost, fix up the armor. And then, let's make a quick save here. And let's begin. $30 rounds, and I don't think I killed anyone. Another 30 rounds. Okay. Now, they have me zeroed in. And they're going to be approaching that spot. I've still got ammunition, that's fine. A mighty fine shooting by me, not so mighty fine shooting by them. Is it really over? Did I really clear out the entire thing with no real incidents? Other than getting slightly nicked by one of them from a distance. Holy mother of everything good and... I killed, like, a number of people here on this bridge and I didn't even realize it. Yeah, okay, a lesson for the future... And I've done this in Tarkov. I don't know why I don't do it more here. Play it realistically. Play it how you would, like, shoot how you would genuinely shoot in a real firefight. Because here, I tend to not shoot until I can 100% see the target. I 100% know what body part of his I'm shooting at, which is ridiculous. You don't have that luxury. Now, instead, just shoot through bushes, like, shoot through cover. You will hit them, and you will clearly do a good job of killing them as well. Just cursory glance, you know, to make sure everything's clear. Yeah, like the two guys up here as well. Like, it's not like I 100% knew. But, yeah. Okay, not gonna lie, I feel like a bit of a badass after that. I feel like I've learned how the AI works to an extent. I feel like I've learned how aggressive they are and how to play around that. Because they used to be extremely passive, and it would be, the onus would be on you to flank around them and move around them and everything, but nowadays it seems, well, it seems completely different, right? It seems like you engage, and then you just sort of relocate a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. If you stay stationary, they will dial in on you, and it'll be a great big problem if they do. That's not a great gas mask. However, if you keep moving... How's my tools at, by the way? I've been disassembling a lot of stuff. Still got durability. If you keep moving, their spray pattern for their firing is going to be a bit inconsistent. And so, yeah, I mean, obviously a lot of it is going to depend on how skilled the enemies are. In fact, the vast majority of it depends on how skilled they are. If you run into some really skilled people trying to do you harm, in a manner of speaking, well, I mean, precious little you can do about that, I suppose, but, actually one of the reasons Monolith are so scary. Most of their fighters, especially in the northern parts of the zone, tend to be really experienced. Which... given how Monolith recruit is no surprise, right? Usually Stalkers experienced enough to get to the northern parts of the zone and get converted. It's not like they draw in recruits from Cordon and Rookie Village, so... that just makes sense, I suppose, but... yeah. Anywho, move up here, see if this village is clear of any hostiles. If not... well, in fact, I don't want to go through the pumping station fight again, that will be silly. The reason I say again is I do have one more life now. So, it's been long enough that, I can hear someone. Ooh, I'm glad I'm playing this on higher volume levels, because I can hear someone.
Раздавить бы ща ампулку на двоих. Или к шеше какой завалиться. Нету жизни, блин. Нигде нету. В городе менты шмонают. Тут салабоны гоняют. Волына это, конечно, хорошо. Только бугор как дал, так и отобрать может.
And please stop talking to yourself, because that's a bit concerning. Matter of fact, it's very concerning. Okay, tell you what, this, I was gonna say, this is a nice place to make a quick break. It's not exactly a nice place, but it is a place to take a break for a second and catch my breath and all that. And after that, we're going to do the anomalous study, which will neatly lead us across over here towards the doctor, and then we can go back to the Freedom base. We can go back to the Clear Sky base, pick up our rewards, and see where we're going from there. Maybe towards Garbage, if I can hire the guide. That wouldn't be bad. Going from Garbage to the Dark Valley to meet Olivius and talk with the bandits there, see about, you know, some of their tasks and stuff. That would be kind of interesting. Yeah. We will see. But all of that next time. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned with the rest of the series and the rest of the content I produce on this channel. And also, of course, it helps the channel out quite a bit in the algorithm and everything. But until next time, have fun, take care, and bye-bye.